On behalf of Lowenthal and Abrams, I'd like to welcome you to this video lesson on how to set your privacy settings on Facebook. Approximately 70% of people never alter their privacy settings on Facebook, and the problem with that is Facebook default settings are actually quite open. In fact, you are probably sharing a great deal more information than you ever meant to share by just leaving your privacy settings on default. The way to access and change your privacy settings is to begin by going to facebook.com, logging into your account, and clicking on this caret that I'm circling with my mouse right here. That will show you your account settings and your privacy settings, both of which we'll be looking at today. Privacy settings are broken into a number of parts: how you connect, how tags work, applications and websites, past posts, and block people and applications. We'll go through each of these. How you connect is the most basic part of Facebook. How people can find you, how can they send you messages, who can see what you post. To access the privacy settings, we click on Edit Settings, and this box pops up. Who can look at your profile? Your options are everyone, friends of friends, or friends. Now keep in mind that if you let friends of friends look at your profile, that means you really have no control over who is seeing what you post. It's best that you just pick friends, and it's also best that you choose your friends carefully and wisely. Who can send you friend requests? That can be everyone or friends of friends. Again, it's very important that you be careful who you friend, but I recommend you keep it at friends of friends for now. Who can send you messages? It's very easy for anyone to send you messages. That's the default setting. You might want to keep it to friends. That helps you control spam. Who can post on your wall? Two choices here: friends or only you. If you don't want anyone to be able to post on your wall, then pick only me. If you'd like your friends to be able to post, go ahead and click on friends. Who can see wall posts by others? Here again, you're controlling who can see what other people are posting on your wall. The default setting here is actually public, meaning that when your friends post on your wall, the general public can see what they're posting. I recommend you set this to friends. And you just click on Done. Moving on to how tags work. Tags are how people connect you to posts, pictures, or videos that they've put up on Facebook. You may choose to be able to review the content that your friends want to tag you in before that they are able to tag you, but do keep in mind that that's only for your profile, as it says here. Tags can still appear elsewhere. But if you'd like to be able to review that information, you can turn on or off profile review. This is similar to tags of people who want to friend you in add you into posts. What this means is that when somebody types out your name and it starts to form a link, that's tagging you, and you can choose to be notified and have an option to review that as you can about pictures. You can turn it on or off right here. Maximum profile visibility of posts you're tagged in. That means once somebody is connected with your profile, who can see the fact that it's been connected to your profile. I recommend you keep that to friends. This is that very controversial facial recognition software that a lot of people were talking about a few months ago. I recommend you turn this off. Facial recognition software, how it works is that if a friend uploads a picture and Facebook, through its algorithm, believes that it looks like you, it's going to tag you. You don't necessarily want that to happen, especially since Facebook is only 30% accurate, as is most facial recognition software, so chances are just as good it'll get it wrong as right. The last one is whether friends can check you into places. I recommend you turn this off as well. The reason I recommend that is you don't want people to be able to tell other people where you are. You should be able to have control over that. You just click Done when you're done. Moving down, apps and websites. We click on Edit Settings. Applications are those things that you choose to share information with, maybe a poll or something along those lines. Every time you do that, you're actually sharing information about yourself. So you want to choose your applications carefully. There will be a list of applications. If you decide you want to get rid of one, you just click on the X. If you want to look at what it can see and remove it, you can go ahead and do that as well. It tells you what's required and it tells you what's not. So we could remove these, but these are required. So if I want to keep the application, I have to let it see all of these things. But if I don't want that, I simply click on Remove App and click Remove, and as you can see, it's gone. Again, be very careful what applications you approve. This is very important too. When other people approve applications, they're actually sharing information about you as well, unless you go in here. The default actually has most of these items clicked on. So this means that whenever some other person is picking an application who happens to be friends with you, those applications are able to see an incredible amount of information about you. I recommend you unclick all of these, like this, and then click Save Changes. That way, other people are not controlling what other applications can see that you haven't even chosen to use on Facebook. Instant personalization is another item that was a bit controversial. What it is, and always this video pops up because they don't want people turning it off. What it does is it allows these sites to see a little bit of information about you and to share a little bit of that information. It's actually not particularly terrible, but I tend to turn it off. It's up to you. But normally you'll notice it when you go to a certain website, one of these, and it says one of your friends likes this or you like that, and it makes that information public. It only makes it public to your friends, but you might not want that on, so your choice. Public search controls whether you can be found in Google or in Bing or other search engines. If you want to be found that way, go ahead and enable public search. If you don't want to be found that way, make sure that's not checked. Remember, whether you are enabled to be found, whether you enable public search or not, the people that find you will still only be able to see what you share in your privacy settings. The next item is the audience for past posts. Since Facebook settings have changed a lot over the past year, Facebook has enabled people to control whether their privacy settings remain the same or change for past posts. If you click on Manage Past Post Visibility, you can choose to limit old posts so that only friends and people who are tagged and their friends can see those posts, or you can also individually change the post. You just have to go through each post. But if you want to limit your old posts, you just click on Limit Old Posts. If you're not particularly concerned about it, then you don't need to worry about it at all. The last is you can block specific people and applications. If a person is bothering you or harassing you, aside from reporting them to Facebook, you actually can put their username or email address right here. And then they won't be able to see you anymore, and you won't be able to see them anymore. Say that somebody plays a lot of games and that annoys you. You could put that person in here. You're not blocking them from being your friend, but you are blocking them from sending you application invites. Same with events. Some people have a tendency to invite people to a lot of different things. If you find that annoying, you can simply block them here. So those are the privacy settings. There are actually two more things you need to look at though, and they are under account settings. When you look at account settings, you'll see there's an option for security. If you click there, you can see that there's an option for something called secure browsing. Secure browsing helps protect you against hacking of your account while you're actually online. It helps to prevent interception of information. That's why banks use the same kind of security. You want to enable this, and from time to time you might encounter an application that tells you that it cannot work with secure browsing. It's okay to say it's to temporarily turn off the secure browsing, the next time you log in, it'll have secure browsing on again. So make sure you enable this. These items are just good to notice. If you want, you can set up to be told every time someone tries to log in from an unrecognized device. If you're concerned that someone's trying to break into your account, you can go ahead and activate this. You can also require approval if somebody tries to log in from a device other than one that you've set up. And you can see where the last login occurred from, and even go in and see a little bit more. In this case, the only current session and recent session happens to be me, and I'm in central Pennsylvania. And it also tells you the device type and also the program, the software being used to manage that device. So those are the settings you want to focus on. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video on Facebook privacy settings. And don't forget, you can always find us online at lowabram.com. All of our attorneys can be emailed by using their first name at lowabram.com, and our phone number is 800-876-LAWYER. Have a good day.